Hi, my name is Jen Aquino. I am a middle-class, Caucasian, heterosexual female. I am married. My husband is Latino, so I do speak some Spanish. At home, I hear a lot of Spanish when I am with my husband and his family, so that is helpful in exposing me to other languages. Although I was exposed to other languages at home growing up, my parents were both public school educators. My mother was an English teacher and my father was a foreign language teacher, so I grew up hearing a lot of French and speaking a fair amount of French myself. When I was very young, my mother stayed at home with me and my sister, and she taught me to read. So I was reading by the age of 3. We grew up in a very rural community, so there wasn't a lot of diversity. Everybody else was Caucasian. There wasn't anything different culture-wise. It was a farming community, so very rural, not a lot of differences. And so for me, going off to college when I did, I was exposed to a variety of people, and I found that to be very interesting. I got to eat some new foods, things like that. And then consequently, when I moved to Florida and began working in the school district of Palm Beach County, I started working at an elementary school where the primary student population is Latino and Haitian. So I've been exposed to a lot of different cultures and a lot of different languages in my classroom. We support 3 different home languages: English, Haitian Creole, and Spanish. And that has given me, I think, a lot more compassion and understanding of where students may come from. It is a Title I school. So my students actually top out at 96% qualifying for Title I, which means that we are very, very low income. Our school population, out of 450 students, our last count was 68 of those students are identified as homeless. Working in this environment really allows me to give everything that I can to these kiddos. It is so important to me that all children feel safe, seen, and heard. It's important that I understand that if a child hasn't eaten, that they are not going to be able to learn. That if a child is tired, they're not going to be able to learn. If they feel unsafe, they're not going to be able to learn. So we make sure, even if a student is coming in late, that we offer them something to eat because they may not have had something to eat at home prior to coming in. We've had students that are tired. We're in a pre-K classroom. If they're tired during the day, we give them an opportunity to lay down, even if it's not rest time, because again, children need to be safe, seen, and heard. I've learned so many things working in this Title I environment, so many different things that I had not been exposed to or even understood were even, possible because of the upbringing that I had. I had everything that I needed, and, all the educational resources. When my parents, realized that I was rather bright, they sought out extra enrichment for me. They sought out testing to see, where I could go. And I wound up being in gifted and talented programs through Johns Hopkins University, opportunities to go to, special camps and things like that. Things that I know that the children that I work with right now don't have opportunities for. So I make sure that I give them as many opportunities as I can in the classroom. Some of that, being able to sit down in the dramatic play center with the children and have a conversation with them to help to expand their language. Being able to pull out finger paint in the art center and allow the children to explore that and have these hands-on opportunities that they have not had at home before. But then also to be able to bring the books that we read back into learning centers to be able to follow up, ask questions, act things out with the children with puppets maybe, or, retell a story of, say, Goldilocks and the Three Bears in the Dramatic Play Center, where we can use dishes and plates and things like that. It's very, very important to me that I give these children all of the advantages that I possibly can. I absolutely love what I do. And I want to make sure that, each child has an opportunity for an equitable education. And, I know for me, I had, that one teacher in high school that really made a difference for me. And so I know that it only takes one caring adult, as Josh Shipp would say, one caring adult to make the difference for a child. And if that can be me, then that's wonderful.